Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to walk you through an exciting machine learning technique called Decision Tree Regression. We will explore its working and I will also explain the Python code step by step. If you are using Jupyter Notebook like me, this will be easy to follow. So let's get started. First, we need to import the essential libraries. Here is the code for that. Let me explain these. NumPy and pandas are for handling the data, and decision tree regressor from sklearn is the main algorithm we are using. And this is the train test split. It is for to split the data into a training and testing sets. And this is mean squared error and R2 score. It will help us to evaluate the model. Lastly, matplotlib for plotting the data and the results. Now here I am generating a synthetic dataset instead of loading one from a file. This helps us to focus on the regression process. Here is the code for that. I have created 100 random points as the feature X and the target Y, and it is calculated using a quadratic formula. And here is the code and formula for that. I write it, and here is the quadratic formula with some added noises to make it realistic. Before building the model, let's visualize the dataset to understand its distribution. So when you run this code, you will see a scatter plot with blue dots representing the data points, and the shape will look roughly like a parabola, and this shows the relationship between our feature and target. I'll show you both the graphs in the end. Now here is the next step. Let's split the data into training and testing sets. This step ensures we train our model on one portion and test it on another for the unbiased evaluation. I have located the 80% of the data for the training and 20% for the testing using the train test split. Here is the next step comes and where the magic happens. So we train the decision tree model using the fit method. This initializes a decision tree regressor and trains it onto the training data. The next step is make the predictions. After training, the model is ready to make prediction. So let's test it on the testing data. So this is the next step, that is the evaluate the model. To evaluate the model, we will calculate the mean squared error, that is MSE, and R squared score. The MSE tells us how far the predictions are from the actual values, and R squared score measures how well the model explains the variability in the data. A higher R squared score and it is better for us. Finally, let's plot the model's predictions. This will help us understand how the decision tree fits the data. So here is the code for that. You will see the original data points. So let me show you the graphs. So this is the graph for the above code that we already saw. And this is the values for MSE and R2 square. This is the decision tree regression that you are seeing. So you will see the original data points as blue dots and the model's predictions as a red line. Notice that the line is not smooth, it has steps. This is because decision trees predict constant value in specific intervals of the data, which creates this step-like pattern. So the conclusion here for the decision tree regression, first is created and visualize the data. First we have created and visualized the data. Second, we trained our decision tree model. And third, we evaluated its performance. And lastly, we visualized the predictions. So that's it. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. See you in the next video.